101.3 and 92.7. We're the real sound of the DMV. It's 428. Godfrey's in the house.
Yeah! My man.
Donnie, Tony. I'm with legends in the building. I made it.
Oh,
I am here. DC. With Donnie and Tony.
Wow.
Yes.
He doesn't need a mic. Just open the window.
Yeah, right.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh,
Finally.
man.
What's
Man,
up, guys?
You got it, man. How you doing,
how
guys?
you
You know, come on, man. DC, this is the place to be, you know. I'm at the Improv, sold out.
Yeah, how about that?
I'm so happy.
I know. You were just telling me this is the first time you've ever
First
sold out
time I
before you
sold
arrived
out
to a
before
city.
I arrived. So I feel like the Chappelles and the Cedrics and those guys, you know, when they always sell out, they just tweeting, sold out.
Right,
5
right,
seconds.
right.
You know me.
Right.
I gotta be like, please come to my show. Please. I'm begging you. I'll pass out flyers. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
you
be
gotta
like,
hustle.
meet me at the Chick-fil-A. Free tickets, 2 discount. If you just you buy one, get 10 free. Please. Now,
big deal.
It's a big
know,
deal.
that's a
But when I
great deal.
first came to DC, I got love right away, though. I had decent turnout because I'm Nigerian, too. So, hey, this is Mecca of Nigeria. And I have my cousin who's on Fox News. She does the Fox Morning Show, Maureen.
Oh, Maureen, yes.
Yeah,
Maureen
really.
Ume.
That's my
yes.
cousin.
Really?
On-
Yeah,
on-
I didn't know that.
It's my cousin,
Well,
man.
Oh,
you're,
cool.
you're all cousins,
Cousin,
right?
yeah, we're all uncles and aunties. We are all related. Don't forget, we are related. All of us are related.
She's not literally your cousin.
She's my cousin.
She is really?
Yes, she is.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, I've known her since we were in Chicago when little.
Really?
Little kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. When I saw Maureen, I was like, there's my cousin.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So,
Maureen's good people.
It's good people. So, you know, I have that following. So this just, and the fact that I have a Sirius XM show now on radio, Power Radio, you guys have been doing it for how long?
You don't want to know.
Exactly.
For me, wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
49? Yeah, 49
What?
years now.
Wow. 3.5 weeks for me.
Are you 3.5 weeks? Are you serious?
This version, yes.
This version, but you've been on. You know what I'm broadcasting
Yeah,
a
he
long
worked
time.
with me. Yeah, he worked with me for years.
Yeah.
For like 7 or 8 years,
Yeah.
we did
Everybody
radio
knows
together.
each other. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Everybody knows. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like NFL. Like coaches get fired, but they're like the offensive coordinator on another team.
Yeah.
Then they get head coach on another team, but they all work together.
Right,
It's like a
right.
good old boys
Yes,
club.
it is. Yes,
You know what
it
I'm saying? It's like good old boys club. but yeah,
You don't
man.
usually see people this dark in the good old boys
No,
club.
you don't.
But then,
So
I think
no.
that's a little different.
These are just old boys club. yeah, man. But yeah, this is like this is good. I'm really happy, like because I've earned it.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
have.
mean. It's about time.
well, if it's happened, then you've
Yes.
definitely earned it.
I've earned it the hard way, man.
Yeah, man.
Just a slow, you know how that marathon, they say, it's a marathon. Don't run, don't rush. But you
Yeah.
be mad when everyone's getting paid? No.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
throw me that philosophy when I can't get, you know what I mean? But now it's like DC showing me mad love. I'm really happy, though. This is a good weekend.
slow money is show money.
That's what it is. Slow money is show money. I like old school sayings. You got any more, Donnie?
Hey, you know,
Donnie, like, I got a whole bunch, boy.
I can't kill nothing, won't nothing die.
Oh, jump back, kill myself, do a split.
Man, I can't bust a grape.
What?
Tony's like,
does that
no,
mean?
you made that up, Donnie.
I can't bust a grape, man. It's like, yeah,
That's like you that weak.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
bust just ain't nothing happening.
Wow.
you know?
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do you have any, Tony?
No.
He's like, Donnie's making things up.
That's right. Let me Google a few. Give me 2 minutes.
Tony grew up under the Beatles.
Yeah, you
They don't have them old black sayings like
Yeah.
that.
Hello, mate. Hey, it's me, Ringo.
Ringo.
I grew up in Washington, born in New York, but grew up here. This is home. This is home.
And you?
Detroit.
The D.
Yeah.
Oh, like Ed Gordon.
Yeah, that's my boy.
I didn't know Ed was. I interviewed Ed. It was sort of like an accident. Ed walked in like he was. You know, sometimes in series, you know, sometimes you don't. They give you something right on the spot. They say, hey, interview Ed Gordon. I was like, Ed Gordon? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's married to one of my classmates.
Oh, really?
From college, Leslie Howard.
Okay.
If you know Leslie Howard, she's like, I went to college with her.
Wow, is that
and
right?
Ed Gordon's like, I'm from the D, dog.
Yeah, man.
Ed got that Detroit in him.
Yeah.
He's very, very, he does his little interviews and, Then I saw the Detroit come out of him.
Oh, yeah. He's gangster off the mic.
Yeah. He's light skinned with dark skin tendencies. That's what I call common.
Let me write that one down. That's a good one. Next comedian who comes in, I'll
with
say,
dark
I
skin
got an old one.
tendencies.
That's funny.
Yes,
But it's
man.
funny to me that I say Detroit, the first name comes is Ed Gordon.
Yeah, 'cause
you
see,
think
I don't
Kwame
think
Kilpatrick.
Yeah. I don't think if you was in Detroit, I think if you was here, like DC and BT, that's what because
He's Detroit.
you're Detroit, though. I didn't know that because I'm Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
We share the same lake.
Yes, sir.
Michigan, baby.
Yes,
you
sir.
understand? That's right. It's real. And that when we talk about our cold, it's real.
Oh, it's
our winters are not a game. You understand? 20 degrees here ain't the same 20 degrees in Detroit or Chicago.
No question.
Because we get that Canadian.
Woo.
Woo!
Especially Chicago. Detroit's
What?
not like Chicago, man.
Man.
And Chicago ain't like Minneapolis.
Nope.
Not to me.
There's something about Chicago, man. And it's cold in the Midwest. But everybody always says Chicago, there's this wind
Ew,
that
it's
hits
terrible.
you. You can be coming
yeah.
out of church and you cursing.
Yeah. It's the coldest I've ever been. It's in Chicago.
And I can't believe I lived in that.
So where do you live now?
I'm in New York City.
Okay.
I'm in Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan. I've lived everywhere. Bronx, Queens. I mean, Mike Epps was my roommate.
Oh, is that right?
Queens, Long Island City, Queens, New York.
Really?
Leslie Jones was sleeping on our couch.
What?
Really?
Get out of here.
Yeah, man. Red Grant, all those guys used to come over eating my cereal. I remember. I will never forget when Red Grant ate my cereal. I was so angry. Ate my Fruit Loops. I was looking
man.
forward to them. You know how you looking forward to cereal
Especially Fruit
specifically?
Loops, man.
You're like, dude, I still got Fruit Loops. Can't
Yeah.
wait. Gone. Red
the
Grant's
worst.
like, hey, dog. ate my Fruit Loops. I remember that day. Yeah, but
y'all
man.
still friends?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You got past that?
Yeah, I got past it. I ain't gonna fight Red Grant. Out your mind?
Did you ever live in L.A.? You ever move out there?
Yes, I was bi-coastal 7 years. I lived on Wilshire and Plymouth by Koreatown. My whole building was all Koreans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was weird.
Almost
It was
all Koreans.
Yeah, almost except for me. But yeah, I lived in 7 years. I tried that, but I'm like, have you ever lived in LA?
No. I've spent a lot of time in L.A.
Yeah,
Never lived
you know
there.
how you got to face
yeah.
the beast.
Different vibe.
There is none. There is none.
You need some realness.
Yeah.
Man. It's
I like
just
when
so
I come to
phony.
New York. Or these, you can be like, oh, I just finished filming a show, and then there's some person on like heroin going, get out of my way. You're like, all right, humanity. Get out of my way. Who are you? I'm like, oh, all right, great. It's like, you know what I mean? I like that.
It keeps you grounded.
I like being grounded, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
okay with it. I'm good. LA is like, I have friends out there. And they just, I don't know I'm like, what's wrong with you? Something's wrong. People are shiny.
Yeah.
They're shiny. Hey, bro, what's up? Just shiny. There's a gleam.
Shiny.
Bling.
They are.
Hey, man, we got to do lunch. I've never done lunch with you. I don't want to do lunch. Just say, hey, man, you hungry? All right, let's go. Don't do lunch with me, stupid. And then does the finger point with the guns. I'll break your finger like Seagal. I've been watching Steven Seagal movies all day. I'll crack someone's fingers today with some tight jeans on. Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
You know he always wore the tight.
Oh, super tight.
Yeah, right.
Super tight with the moose knuckle.
We definitely need to keep you out. Moose knuckle.
What do you call it? The moose knuckle when you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
I have that one down too. Moose knuckle.
Crazy.
He had the moose knuckle, but he was whooping everybody's butt.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to kill.
Yeah, hard to kill. I love that movie.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Anytime Steven Seagal comes on, he's like, you look back and go, look how cheesy he looked.
Yeah.
But when he starts fighting, you're like, yeah, boy, they shouldn't have made fun of his moose knuckle. Because I always wanted to be that dude in every Steven Seagal movie. You know, he's always in a bar. He always does it in a bar because you know the fight's going to start.
Yeah.
That's just to let you know what kind of martial arts he does.
Right.
You know, he just happens to need a drink. And he comes in, I just need a drink. You're like, and I always want to be the guy that got his butt kicked first. I just wanted to be that dude who goes, hey, listen, look at the guy with the ponytail. You know, just for no reason. I just wanted to be that dude like, hey, Mr. Ponytail, I told you you're sitting in my favorite seat.
Oh, that's
And
too funny.
every Steven Seagal movie always has an Asian guy that just happens to be in the bar. It's all white trash guys, and then there's this Asian dude that just happens to know the same martial arts as he does. Like in Hard to Kill, he comes into a pool hall, and there's some Asian dude and he breaks the sticks, and all of a sudden they're doing
Right.
There's always an Asian dude placed for Steven Seagal to fight. All the time. Just a random Asian dude.
Yeah, right.
Everybody's white in the town. But here comes this Asian guy.
And he's got to be happy.
He has to be.
Oh, now I can fight the way I want to fight.
Exactly.
So that's your guy. What about Jackie Chan?
Well, I love Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, see, people don't understand, you know, for some reason in the black community, you know, we know our kung fu movies.
Yeah. I know.
We know them more than Chinese people. They like, what movie is that? It's like, that's from your country. Oh, I don't watch so much. I was doing my Chinese accent. I don't watch all movies. I thought you guys black guys watch all movies all the time. It's just like you open up your restaurants in black neighborhoods. We know about kung fu movies. It's a good even trade. Even trade.
Like Enter the Dragon is like the Godfather.
Enter the Dragon, Return of the Dragon, Chinese Connection, Fist of Fury, Five Deadly Venoms, Shaolin versus Lama, Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, Iron Monkey, Buddha Fist. What do you want me to keep going? Ip Man 1, 2, and 3. I mean, you can keep going. I mean, I know my flying guillotine, kid with the golden arm. We can keep going, sir. Huh?
That's impressive.
Huh?
That's impressive.
Your kung fu is weak. We are the Wu-Tang Clan, and we're tired of your kung fu. You're gonna move out of our place before we destroy you. I think you should calm down now. Go away. Why are you here? Get out of my restaurant. You shut up, old man. I think you should leave or you're going to feel my wrath. It's amazing.
Were you an only child by chance?
No, I wasn't. Middle child.
You seem to play with yourself or play by yourself well.
Donnie.
Godfrey will be at the DC Improv this
You seem
weekend.
to play with yourself a lot.
Play by yourself.
By yourself.
Hey,
Crucial
same
difference.
thing. He said, you seem to play with yourself a lot. That's weird. Anyway, Magic 102.
Oh boy.
I have my fault.
Oh, that's
I have
okay.
a amazing imagination, but I have a brother, my brother Daniel, and my sister. But the thing is we watched a lot of TV, and I just found out Donnie Simpson is started watching Sanford and Son.
What?
How'd you find that out?
Because I'm a Sanford and Son freak. I'm a Sanford and Son, that is my favorite sitcom.
Yeah.
I love everything about Sanford and Son.
Yeah,
Damon Wilson, Red Fox, a.k.a. John Sanford is his real name. That's where he got Fred Sanford because it was his brother. His name was Fred Sanford. Grew up in St. Louis, was on the comedy circuit with LaWanda Page, who played Aunt Esther, Bubba Bexley, Skillet. All of those guys were all on the comedy circuit in St. Louis.
Yeah.
He was in comedy team with some of those guys.
Wow.
Damon Wilson was born in New York. He's a trained ballet and tap dancer. Hello.
Wow.
Hello.
So-
I don't play.
So how'd you? So
And Grady is Lamont's middle name. And you know that Whitman Mayo played Grady, but Grady is Lamont's middle name on the show.
Wow.
That's impressive. But how did you know that I just started?
The lady out there said, "Ooh, Donnie loves Sanford and Son now."
Yeah, because the reason is, and we talked about this on the air earlier this week or last week, that when I was in Detroit, when that show was out, I did radio at night. So I didn't get to see primetime television.
You didn't get to see that.
No. So I caught on much later, man.
And Red Fox was red because of his hair,
Yeah.
and he named himself Fox from Jimmy Fox, the baseball player. Oh. And he was Detroit. It was Detroit Red. He hung out with Malcolm X.
Right.
And they both called themselves Red.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He hung out with Harold Washington, who was our first black man in Chicago.
Right. Yeah. And I want to tell you one thing, and I know you know this, obviously, you know all things Red Fox, but one reason he has always been a hero to me is because when he all those episodes where you see where it's Whitman Grady, where it's Grady,
he refused
because he wouldn't go to work. He had the #1 show in America.
Oh, that's right.
Archie Bunker, All in the Family was second, but Carroll O'Connor made more money than him.
Yeah. Right.
Imagine that in America.
Right.
And so he refused to go back to work till he made $1 more than Carroll O'Connor. That's my hero. It was one of my heroes. I respect that, man.
Wow.
And it was anytime you just see Grady, it was contract disputes.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, it's like when John Amos got fired off of Good Times.
Yep.
Because he stood up for himself and said, JJ is becoming too buffoonish right now.
Yeah. Right.
And the show is about Esther Roll, which was a spinoff of Maude.
Right.
She was the maid on Maude.
That's right.
And man.
You know all this stuff. This is what I remember about you.
I don't play.
You and Rick, man.
You like that too?
Rick's like, we call him Black Google, man.
Oh, yeah. Google.
Wikipedia.
We are the Google.
Wikipedia.
There you go. But yeah, it's real. It's like that. Red Fox, to me, was funnier as an actor than he was a stand-up. To me. And he didn't walk like that at all.
Is that right?
Oh, no,
he totally walked like normal, and he talked quicker. He was he won like 6 Emmys.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because people don't remember this, and since you're such a fanatic, I remember the pilot for Sanford and Son.
Oh, yeah.
The Damon Wilson character was much harsher.
It was harsher towards him. Yeah, when they pulled it back.
Pull it back.
But he brought it back. There was still that because that's a remake of Steptoe and Son.
That's right.
From the 60s.
That's right.
With Ray Galston. It's all British.
That's
like
right.
All in the Family is Till Death Do We Part. Three's Company is Man of the House. It's all
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Godfrey's up on it, isn't he?
I don't play. And I even you know what else I do? Because I have it on Amazon. Stars bought Sanford and Son. Stars bought it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will, when I see other actors, like you have Thalamus Rusalala. You know who Thalamus Rusalala is? If you look him up, you'll go, oh my goodness. Thalamus was on, he was The Exorcist. He was he did the sketch with Richard Pryor on SNL when Richard Pryor was on SNL.
Yeah.
Thalamus, he has the thick mustache, the actor from the 80s.
He used to be on. He would be on like variety shows and stuff.
Yes,
right?
he was also the father of Raj on What's Happening.
Wow.
Mabel King's ex-husband. Thalamus. Oh.
Did you just pull up a picture?
His name is so. When you see him, Donnie, you go, oh, Thalamus Rusala. I'm not even lying. He has the weirdest name. There was what's his name? The guy who. Roscoe Lee Brown was also, he's the one that told Lawrence Fishburne to turn his name from Larry to Lawrence. He goes, why are you Larry? Be Lawrence. Wow. When he was doing 2 Trains Running with him, he said, you should be Lawrence. Because he's a Shakespearean actor.
Right, that's right.
Roscoe Lee Brown. He goes, you should be Lawrence, not Larry. And he said,
sounds just like him.
Yes.
That's a good, that's a good voice.
Why are you Larry? You should be Lawrence. And he said, I'm going to be Lawrence for now.
Oh yeah.
Thalamus.
I know that dude. Yeah.
Thalamus. Yeah.
Rick just pulled him up. Absolutely.
Yeah. And a lot of
pull him up so Tony can see him.
Yeah. Thalamus. Yeah. And even when you see his younger pictures, you go, oh, that guy. Yeah. So what I do is I look at the credits rolling, and I look up all those actors from back in the day if they're still around. You know, Hal, what's his name from 227, who played Hal Brooks.
No, not Brooks.
It's
Hal something.
He played the cop, the black cop.
He was also in Private Benjamin. That's what you're best known for.
He was also and he played the cop when when the cops came in with Sanford.
On Sanford and Son, Hoppy, the black guy.
You and I can leave and go have lunch.
Yeah, this Black History Month.
I mean, how long are we going to go on this?
It's Hal Williams.
Hal Williams. Hal Williams. It was Hal Williams.
Let them nerd out on old TV shows and actors.
Just saying.
I looked them all up. Go ahead.
We have nothing to promote. Usually he's here to promote because
sold out.
Sold out.
Sold out.
You're in
Godfrey
Baltimore
is
next
sold
week.
out.
Can we mention Baltimore?
Next week, if you're in the area, Baltimore Comedy Factory, I will be there.
Okay.
Wednesday through Saturday. It's for like Valentine's weekend. I'm always there for Valentine's weekend. Comedy Factory, which is a fun place. And you got to go. Not 80% black. Yeah.
And I would say this because you never know what's going to happen. You're sold out at the DC Improv,
Yes.
but if you want to try to get tickets, you check it out. Maybe they're at a show or something. You never know.
I love this.
Never know.
Try.
Yeah.
Stand outside. Watch from the window.
That's right.
We'll keep the windows open. I'll yell as loud as I can. Get the audio.
Oh, man.
Get the audio.
Too funny, man. Man, this has been great,
This is awesome. I'm surprised I've been on here this long.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I took over.
No, man.
But I know
please, I love it.
and Quincy Jones did the theme song for Severance.
Right, yeah, of course.
It's called
What do
Street
you think
Beater.
about? What do you think about Quincy Jones' interview?
Wonderful. He's 84, 85, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
Like
right.
Quincy was there. People act
No
like
doubt.
he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Quincy, he's one of the greatest composers, period. Like,
no question.
You know what I mean? He's one of the greatest. And I believe he was there.
Oh,
Yeah. Why would he lie? Why would he lie?
For
at this
what?
point?
He's
Right.
like, I have all the money in the world, and I'm one of the great. Okay. Here's the thing about Quincy Jones. First, he's from Chicago. Respect.
Yeah.
From Chicago. He was in bebop. He was in the quartet. He was a jazz dude.
Well, he left home to play with.
Who was it? Dizzy? Not Dizzy.
Not Dizzy.
With Ray.
No, it wasn't
Thelonious
Ray.
Monk?
It was a. Oh
Monk?
God, who am I thinking about?
Roach.
But it was like 13 or 14 years old when he left home.
Charlie
14.
Parker?
Parker?
It was.
Maybe.
I think.
Coltrane.
No, it's Parker. I think it was
Was it
Parker.
Parker?
Any of the above.
Right.
Any of the above.
It's bad.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was that kind of prodigy. man.
Yeah. And did you see what he looked like when he was young? He ain't lying. He was great looking. That dude was around.
Yeah.
He know. I mean, he made songs that you wouldn't even know. Like that song, "It's My Party," and I
That's
cried.
his,
Gore.
his
That's
first.
him?
That's his first number one hit.
You know what I'm
Leslie
saying?
Gore.
Remember the theme song?
1963.
Ironside.
The Ironside,
Yeah.
Austin Powers.
Wait.
All right, we'll
Let's
get into
not
it
get
again.
Godfrey going
Austin
down.
Powers. That's Quincy
Send him down that
Jones.
rabbit hole.
Tween it.
That's right. That's right.
There you go. Him and Herbie Hancock were composing all kinds of songs.
Yes, sir.
So
No
Quincy
question.
can say whatever he wants.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and I like that he's blabbing
And
out.
that comes with 84 too.
It 84 black and
The
rich.
older you get,
What
the less
think?
you care about what people think about what you say.
But old black dudes, when they don't have money, are gonna say what they want to say. Let alone
true.
you have dough.
That's true. No question.
Quincy was working with Ray Charles early on. That's who it was, and then became the musical director for Dizzy Gillespie.
Wow.
He left home to go with Ray?
He and Ray were friends, and they left home together. You all talk. I'll read the rest of it.
Commiserate amongst yourselves.
I don't think he's so sure about
Lionel Hampton. That's who he was.
Lionel Hampton.
That's who it was.
Yes.
Right.
Xylophone.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So you
Look at
got
all
to
this
give
history.
a history of everybody who played the xylophone since
Yes.
1936.
Here we go.
No.
In 17 Black History Month. In 1752,
You're too funny, man.
the first xylophone they used to hit on the ground. But then a brother by the name of but they didn't give him the credit, of course.
Of course.
So he was on a railroad, and he used to hit sticks against the tracks. You never know.
That's how it happened.
You know how it happens.
I believe it.
And
Makes
this
sense to
white
me.
man
Here we go.
said, "I'll take those. Thank you." That's all they did with it was like, "I'll take that. Thank you."
Hold on. You can stay on the track.
You stay
That's
on the
fine.
tracks. Thank you. Keep
Thank
it up,
you,
Cleavon.
man.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
No, thank
Thanks
you
for
for
coming
having me,
in,
guys.
man.
I
This
didn't mean
is
to take
awesome,
over.
Godfrey.
No.
No,
My
man, we loved
Instagram.
it.
Follow me on Instagram, comedian Godfrey. It's
Okay.
really fun.
All right,
But you
brother.
guys,
Have fun
thank you
at
for
the
having
improv
me.
this weekend,
I'll be
man.
back again.
Good to see you again.
Oh, good to see you guys.
Yeah, have
man.
fun at the improv in
will.
Baltimore next weekend.
I will. Baltimore next week. Comedy Factory, folks. Thank you.
All right, my man,
All right.
Godfrey.
Thank
Here
you.
on Magic 102.3, 92.7.